And hello and good evening and welcome out to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark as OKC Dodgers baseball is on the air on AM 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or the iHeartRadio app. Alex Friedman with you here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Producer and engineer in our 1340 studios tonight is Jeff Gaddy. Final 3 games of the season here for the OKC Dodgers. Their opponent will be the Salt Lake Bees, the AAA affiliate of the Los Angeles Angels. Dodgers entering today at 81-66. The Bees at 70-77. Teams have played 9 games against each other so far, with the Dodgers going 5-4. So the Dodgers eliminated from playoff contention a couple days ago in El Paso when the Chihuahuas clinched the division. The Dodgers did start a chance to finish the season strong with a victory yesterday afternoon in El Paso. A rare Monday game for Oklahoma City. No off-day travel day here to finish out the season to help accommodate the AAA championship games coming up later this week. Right-hander Gavin Stone on the mound for the Dodgers tonight. It's his 6th start at AAA. 1-1 with a 1.56 ERA so far. 17 1/3 innings. 5 runs, 3 earned on 11 hits with 8 walks and 22 strikeouts. Across 3 levels of the Dodgers organization, he's got a 1.56 ERA. That is the best among all pitchers who have the qualified amount of innings in the full season minor leagues. He'll face off against the Salt Lake top third of the order, and Jake Palomaki, Jack Mayfield, and Dylan Thomas. It looked like there was a little delay getting a game ball out to Stone to start to warm up with, so he's now just finishing his warm-up tosses. 82 degrees. The ABS zone. Here's the 2-0 to Palomaki. Swings and fouls it off for strike 1. So Salt Lake, the reason they did not play yesterday was they played last Monday. They played Monday through Saturday instead of playing Tuesday through Sunday like everyone else. So they're a bit more rested than Oklahoma City entering this game today. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Missed high and outside for ball 3. Dodgers in their home white jerseys. Dodgers across the front in blue script. Red numbers on the front, blue letters and numbers on the back. White pants, blue hats with OKC and white letters on the front. Stone's 3-1. Swings and hits a pop-up out of play behind the plate foul. Bees in their black jerseys, interlocking SL on the front left side. Yellow numbers on the front right. And yellow numbers on the back with gray pants and black hats. Full count to Palomaki leading off the top of the first inning. Stone winds and delivers home. A fastball hit in the air to left center field, pretty deep, and Martin's got a play on it. Back to his right, he'll make the catch for the out. 1 away here in the top of the first inning. Dodgers defense, Jason Martin, who just made the catch in left field. It's Drew Avens in center, and James Outman in right field. The third baseman, Devin Mann. It's shortstop Omar Steva, second baseman Michael Bush, the first baseman Ryan Noda, and tonight's catcher Hunter Fiducia. Bases empty for Jack Mayfield. Hitting .245 in his 51 games with the Bees. First pitch from Stone, high and in. 6 home runs and 31 RBIs for Mayfield. Was the offensive leader for the Bees in their previous game, 2 for 4 with a homer and a double. Here's the 1-0 to Mayfield. It's called for a strike, and 1-1 now the count. Scoreless and just underway here in the top of the first inning at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. 3 defenders on the pull side of the infield for the right-handed hitter. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Stone. It missed outside with a fastball. Mayfield 9-27 with 6 extra base hits, which included 3 triples in that previous series against Sacramento. As a team, Salt Lake hit very well. 327 in the 6-game set. The pitch on the way to Mayfield is swung at, grounded to short right to Estevez, who's up with it. He'll throw to first base, 2 down. The Bees with a total of 68 hits in those 6 games. They scored 51 runs. They had at least 6 runs in 5 of 6 and at least 7 runs in 4 of 6, including 2 games with at least 12 runs. None on and 2 out for Dylan Thomas. Scoreless game at the top of the first. Thomas batting from the left side. Shortstop Estevez will move towards the middle. Bush a few steps into the right field grass. Pitch from Stone. A fastball called for strike 1. The home plate umpire tonight is Jacob Metz. He relays the balls and strike signals from the ABS system. Jose Matamoros at first base. Justin Robinson at third. Pitch to Thomas is low, and it's a ball and a strike. Dylan Thomas on Saturday was 1 for 4. And 5 of 18, hitting safely in all 5 games he played in against Sacramento. Pitch is called for a strike as the slider gets the inner part of the zone. Now the third baseman Mann will move back to the right as second. Estevez to the left side of the infield. 1-2 on the way to Thomas. Changeup, swing and a miss for strike 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Stone, punctuated with his first strikeout. We'll head to the bottom of the inning. There's no score. This is OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Bottom of the first inning. Dodgers and the Bees are scoreless. Drew Avens will lead off against right-hander Davis Daniel, who has been arguably the league's best pitcher over the last month and change. His first pitch is swung at and I think ricocheted off the glove of Mulrine. It's 0-1. Avens hitting .282, 7 homers, 48 RBIs. Big game yesterday in which he collected 3 hits, homer and a triple. 0-1 pitch to Avens is a little bit inside with a fastball. It's 1-1. Avens finishing with 4 RBI to tie his season high and scored a season high 4 runs. Here's the 1-1 from Daniel. Swing and a miss to a breaking ball for strike 2. Davis Daniel makes his 21st start. 6-6, a 4.48 ERA, 98 1/3 innings pitched. 57 runs, 49 earned on 87 hits, 30 walks, 78 strikeouts. Opponents about a .233. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. His next pitch swings and misses through a fastball for strike 3. The defense for the Bees tonight, outfield left to right, goes Dylan Thomas, Monte Harrison, and Orlando Martinez. Third baseman is Jack Mayfield. At shortstop, Jake Palomaki. The second baseman, Kyle Kasser. It's Jake Gatewood at first base, and the catcher is Anthony Mulrine. Base is empty for Ryan Noda. .261 average, 25 homers, 89 RBIs. He bats left. First pitch to Noda, called for a strike. Noda yesterday, like a lot of Dodgers, with a good game. 2 for 4, homered and 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Pitch is swung at, grounded right as second. It's Palomaki, the shortstop, and a shift to field and throw to first for the second out.
That's a 6-3.
So Daniel, in his last 6 starts, has gone 36 2/3 innings. He has allowed just 8 runs total, 7 earned on 18 hits. He has 27 strikeouts and only 6 walks in those 36 2/3 innings. Opponents are batting .144. He's got a .65 whip in that time. Coming off a dominant start against Sacramento. First pitch breaking ball to Michael Bush is high. Bush hitting .264, 20 homers, 77 RBIs. Trying to break out of a bit of a rut here. 3 defenders on the pull side. Next pitch to Bush. Started his swing, couldn't hold it on a breaking ball down and in. It's 1-1 to Bush. Now Bush, the only Dodger not to collect a hit yesterday, 0 for 5 with a walk. He's 0 for his last 14. 1 ball and 1 strike to Bush. Here's the pitch from Daniel. A fastball called for a strike on the inner edge of the zone. Bush was just 2 at 22 in the El Paso series. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. No on and 2 out here in the bottom of the first. Pitch is swung out and lined in left field. That's going to be a fair ball by about 10-15 feet. Thomas will cut it off. Bush is digging for 2. Here comes the throw. It is late, and Bush is standing up with a double. So down to the count. Bush sends a line drive double the opposite way to give the Dodgers their first hit tonight. 31st double for Michael Bush. A runner at second, 2 away for Edwin Rios. .265 average, 9 homers, 39 RBIs. He'll bat left. Scoreless game in the bottom of the first. Gasser will play into shallow right field. First pitch is called for a strike with a curveball. Rios, 3 extra base hits yesterday in El Paso. 2 doubles and a home run. 0-1 to Rios. The pitch from Daniel. A fastball swung out and missed. It's 0-2. Rios on a 6-game hitting streak in which he's 9 for 27 with 7 extra base hits. At least 1 extra base hit in 5 of the 6 games. Down on the count at no balls and 2 strikes with Bush the runner at second and 2 out. Daniel looked back at Bush. Still staring at him, and out time is called. Was requested by Rios, who gets his 1 offensive time out of the plate appearance. Dodgers manager Travis Barbary coaches at third. Juan Apodaca coaching at first. 0-2 to Rios. Long pause of the belt for Daniel. Now he kicks and fires. That'll miss down and outside. It's 1-2 to Rios. The home run he hit yesterday, 59th of his Oklahoma City career. He was 1 away from the career home run record to tie Jason Hart during the team's Bricktown era. The most by a Dodgers player during the OKC affiliation. Daniel step off the rubber, double checking with a field umpire that was his first step off of the plate appearance. Ball in 2 strikes to Rios. Here's the next pitch. Swings and it taps it foul behind the plate to stay alive. Dodgers have won 5 of the 9 meetings against the Bees. They played 3 in June at this ballpark. Dodgers won 2 of 3. Team split a 6-game series in early August in Salt Lake. Dodgers won 3 of the first 4, but lost the last 2. We have referenced a game in that series quite a bit. The 1-2 pitch, swings and hits it in the air, left side and out of play fouls. August the 6th, game 5 of the 6-game series, in which Jake Gatewood, who is in the lineup for Salt Lake tonight, playing at first base, hit a walk-off home run, and it seemed to change the course of the season. Since that walk-off home run and including that game, the Dodgers were a season best 21 over 500. But since what has proved to be a fateful walk-off home run, 19 and 25. 1 ball in it, 2 strikes to count. Breaking ball down and in, they appeal the check swing, and he was able to hold on. Now still 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rios. James Outman awaiting on deck. Here's the pitch from Daniel. Swing and a miss to a breaking ball for strike 3. 2 strikeouts and a scoreless first. No runs, a hit, and a man left. We'll go to the second with a scoreless tie. This is OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Scoreless after the first inning. Monte Harrison leads it off for Salt Lake. He'll bat for the right side. First pitch comes home from Gavin Stone. It's swung out in line into deep right field towards the corner. It's going to be a fair ball off the tall wall. Now Karams along the track all the way towards right center. Harrison on his way to third. He's going to be there with a stand-up triple on the first pitch of the inning.
3-base hit.
Now smacked the line drive opposite way and banged off the 30-foot high wall in right field. Couple feet fair, and Salt Lake with a prime scoring opportunity to begin the second inning.
Now batting right fielder number 17, Orlando Martinez.
Runner aboard at third for Orlando Martinez. Martinez hitting .255 homers, 34 RBIs in 64 games with Salt Lake. Batting from the left side. Infield will play back. Here's the first pitch from Stone. Swing and a miss to a changeup for strike 1. Martinez on Saturday 1 for 4. And 6 of 21 with 5 batted in against Sacramento. He's got an RBI chance here. 0-1 the count to Martinez. Stone setting in his letters. Here's his pitch. A fastball for a strike. Stone coming off 6 strong innings in El Paso, which he allowed 1 run and 3 hits, the 1 run on a solo homer. Completed the 6 innings on just 58 pitches. The 0-2 on the way. Breaking pitches outside. Got his first AAA win and his 8th overall win of the season. Retired 18 of 22 batters faced overall. A ball in it. 2 strikes to Martinez. Pitch from Stone in the dirt. It is blocked by Gonsolin. Now Harrison stopped about 40 feet down the line before heading back to third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Monte Harrison in the last series against Sacramento had a straight steal of home. 2 balls in it, 2 strikes the count to Martinez. Gatewood on deck. Pitch is swung out of miss for strike 3. Upper 90s fastball down to the zone. Second strikeout for Stone, and a man remains on for Gatewood.
Next up, first baseman number 2, Jake Gatewood.
Gatewood hitting .216, 22 home runs, 65 RBIs. 3 homers in the previous series against Sacramento. He bats right. First pitch to Gatewood. It's a fastball a little bit outside for ball 1. Gatewood, the team leader in home runs. And we talked about already tonight the walk-off home run he hit in the last series between these teams. 1 ball and no strikes to Gatewood. 3 defenders on the pull side. Swings and misses through a slider for strike 1. Scoreless in the second. Runner still at third with 1 out. We referenced the runner at third, Monte Harrison, with a straight steal of home last Wednesday, the first for Salt Lake since 2018. 1-1. Swings and misses to a fastball for strike 2. Scoreless game of the second. Salt Lake still in good position. Runner at third and 1 out. Ball in it. 2 strikes to Gatewood. The pitch from Stone. Swing and a miss for strike 3 on the changeup. Back-to-back strikeouts get the first 2 outs. Kyle Kasser the batter.
That brings up second baseman number 11, Kyle Kasser.
Kasser in 25 games with Salt Lake, batting .313, 1 homer, 10 RBIs. And a big series against Sacramento, 7 for 15, 2 doubles. He'll bat from the left side of the plate. First pitch to Kasser, showing bunt. It is off to the left side. It's going to cross foul about halfway up the line, and Mann will touch it a couple steps from the chalk. As Kasser trying to sneak down a bunt single to bring home a run here with 2 out of the second. Kasser has not played since last Thursday, 0 for 3 in that game. Hit well when these teams played each other in August, going 6 for 20 against the Dodgers, 3 extra base hits, including a home run against Michael Grove. Grove, who just got his first big league win yesterday. 5 strong innings against the St. Louis Cardinals. Here's the 0-1. Changeup taken down and away for ball 1. Kasser split this year between Salt Lake and High Tri-Cities. Product of the University of Oregon. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch on the way from Stone. Swings and misses over a kind of short slider cutter pitch, and now it's 1-2. He's trying to take the lead and take advantage of that leadoff triple by Harrison, who's still at third base with 2 down. Ball and 2 strikes the count. Stone with the next pitch. It's swung out and fouled back on a breaking ball. Anthony Mulrine on deck for the Bees. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Trying to work out of this jam here in the second inning. Target is up from Fiducia. Pitch is swung out, just got a piece of the fastball to stay alive. These third base coaches, Ray Olmedo, Brian Betancourt will coach over at first base. So the Bees finish up their home schedule by winning 5 of 6 against Sacramento. And they finish with a winning home record on the season, 38-37. 1-2 pitch to Kasser. A little high and outside. It's 2-2 as Harrison was dancing a bit down the line, and Fiducia looks him back. First time Salt Lake's had a winning home record since 2018. Most home wins since 2013. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a grounder, right side. Bush ranging far to his left. Has it, sets his feet and throws to first in time for the out. Now it's play by Michael Bush. Ranging towards the 3-4 hole, and Gavin Stone able to navigate around that leadoff triple and keep the Bees off the board. No runs, a hit, and a man left. We'll head to the bottom of the second, no score. Bottom of the second inning, scoreless game. First pitch from Daniel to James Outman, a strike. After Gavin Stone navigates around the leadoff triple by Harrison, strands him at third, keeps this game in a scoreless tie. Kasser in a shift in a shallow right. The pitch to Outman on the inner edge for strike 2. Outman with one of the team's 5 home runs yesterday. Booming 3-run shot over the big doghouse in El Paso in right field. The pitch missed downstairs. He homered 3 times of the 6-game series in El Paso. The Dodgers had an up-and-down offensive performance. They scored a total of 46 runs on 61 hits, but 32 of those runs came in the series opener and finale. Pitch from Daniel Sales high. Between games, 3, 4, and 5, totaled just 6 runs and 16 hits before breaking out for 16 runs and 18 hits yesterday. Here's the 2-2 to Outman. Breaking ball is tapped foul off to the right side towards first base coach Juan Apodaca. It's what we've called the light switch offense. It is either in the on position or the off position. Yesterday, 5th time this season, 16 or more runs. 5th time with 18 or more hits. The 2-2 missed inside. 9 extra base hits yesterday. 3 doubles, a triple, and 5 home runs. Hit by 5 different players. Here's the 3-2. Breaking ball is hit in the air to deep right field. Going back, Martinez to the tall wall, and it is gone over the fence. Just able to eclipse the fence, and James Outman homers for a second consecutive game, as well as for the 4th time in 7 games. His 15th with Oklahoma City, 31st overall in the minors, and 32nd overall when you also include his 1 big league home run, and the Dodgers have a 1-0 lead. A 3-2 curveball it looked like, and Outman able to stroke it out to right field. Just gets over the concrete wall about 30 feet high. Props to those fans out there. Didn't try and reach over the wall and touch it. Pitch to Jason Martin. That is a sharp ground ball down the first base line, fielded by Gatewood. He'll spin and throw over to Daniel, covering at first base for the first down. Daniel had not allowed a home run in 4 straight starts. His 14th overall allowed this year. Base is empty for Hunter Fiducia. It's a 1-0 Dodgers lead. Dodgers have not been scoring early lately. It's a rare instance in which they have. In the previous 7 games, just 1 run in the first and second innings combined. The pitch to Fiducia fouled back, and guess how they scored that other run? It was also a James Outman home run. By not scoring in the first inning tonight, they haven't scored in the first inning in 14 straight games and in 23 of 24. But they have a 1-0 lead. Turn of events here as it looked like Salt Lake was bound for a run at the top of the inning. The pitch to Fiducia, strike. Fiducia hitting .247, 7 homers, 25 RBIs, last played Friday. 1 for 4 the home run in that game in El Paso. Pull shift on for the left-handed hitter. Pitch is swung out and fouled back. Stays nothing, and 2 to Fiducious. Hits safely in 4 straight and an 8 of 9. No 2 from Fiducia. That'll be fouled off. Back to the left of the plate. Devin Mann awaiting on deck. Mentioned the Dodgers with another 5-homer game yesterday. 6 times it's happened overall, but 5 times since August the 20th, a span of 32 games. 5 of those 32, they've had 5 or more homers. Pitch is swung out and popped up. Left side, it's Mayfield getting towards the line. He'll make the catch for the first out. Now 30 feet back of the infield, right along the line. 2 down in the second inning.
Now batting third baseman, number 5, Devin Mann.
Not on 2 out for Devin Mann. It's a 1-0 Dodgers lead on an Outman home run. Outman batting right. First pitch breaking ball, the strike. Mann hitting .260, 4 homers, 24 RBIs. Did not play yesterday, 1 for 4 on Saturday. 3 defenders on the pull side of the infield. Here's the 0-1. Mann will foul back another breaking ball, 0-2. That was Mann striking out to end the game on Saturday and give the Chihuahuas the division title. But boy, that was a disgusting slider thrown by El Paso's Angel Felipe. Here's the 0-2. And that's going to be a swing and a miss to a slider there for the final out of the inning. Strikeout number 3 for Daniel. Dodgers in front of the Outman home run. It's 1-0 heading to the third. There's OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Top of the third inning, 1-0 Dodgers. Anthony Mulrine will lead off for Salt Lake. Mulrine in 18 games has batted 175, 4 RBIs in from the right side. First pitch to Mulrine. It's a fastball for a strike. Mulrine on Saturday, 2 for 3 with an RBI. Counted 0-1. Here's the pitch from Stone. Breaking ball swung out and missed. In that win for Salt Lake, scored 1 run each in the first, second, and third. Pitching staff did the rest. They won 7 of their last 10 overall. 0-2. Here's the pitch to Mulrine. Swing and a miss through a fastball. Strikeout number 4 for Stone. Brings up Colby Fitch. So, over the weekend, Gavin Stone, chance to go out to Los Angeles, was at Dodger Stadium to receive his Dodgers Branch Rickey Minor League Pitcher of the Year award, joined with position player winner Diego Cartaya. Fitch batting from the left side, first pitch. That's high and outside for ball 1. Fitch hitting .250 with 2 homers and 8 RBIs in 18 games. 1-0 Dodgers in the third inning. Next pitch on the way from Stone is swung out and grounded to Noda. Able to handle the sharp high hop with the backhand. And he'll take it to first base for the second out. Said it before, I'll say it again. There's nobody better in the league defensively at first base than Ryan Noda. And I've also brought it up how, the Gold Gloves, they're not handed out in one in each league like they are in the major leagues. They're handed out 1 at each position, the entire minor leagues. Well, 3 outfielders. First pitch on the way to Palomaki high and outside, and boy, I just really, really hope Ryan Noda at least gets serious consideration for that Gold Glove at first base. The 1-0 swings and grounds one to the right side. Bush will back up on it to his left, throws to first, and that'll end a 1-2-3 inning. Well, bottom of the bottom of the third with the Dodgers in front 1-0. There's OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Bottom of the third inning, 1-0 Dodgers. Omar Stevez batting right. First pitch from Daniel down in the zone for strike 1. Stevez hitting .201, 2 homers, 22 RBIs. Yesterday, Estevez 1 for 4, the walk and a run scored. Pitch is down and away with a breaking ball. Had not played since September the 14th since then. But I know he had been dealing with a bit of an illness. But, hey, I give Estevez a lot of credit. He played a good bit of shortstop for Oklahoma City last year. is the pitch called for a strike. He's been almost exclusively used in the outfield this year. Yesterday plays his first game at short due to injuries to both Jake Amaya and Andy Burns. And back in there today, and the next pitch fouled back, and he hasn't missed a beat. You know, Omar every day, or just about every day when the team, takes its ground ball practice in the afternoon, he's out there on the infield, mostly at short every day, strange sharp. Pitch is swung out of this through a fastball for strike 3. Daniel's got 4 strikeouts, his first time through the order. One away in the third inning, a 1-0 Dodgers lead. Bring up Drew Avens. Avens batting left, third baseman Mayfield near the grass. First pitch to Avens. Starts him off speed, missed high and in, 1-0. Avens down swinging his first time up. Line of the pitch from Daniel. Breaking ball is put down left side. Mayfield, bare hands, fires to first. It's offline, will ricochet off the tarp. Avens going to hold it first. Good job by Kasser, the second baseman, to get to it. And foul ground in shallow right after it ricocheted off the tarp. A bunt single for Avens. And a runner on for Ryan Noda. Talking with manager Travis Barbary today, says Drew Avens really wants to get to 40 stolen bases. He's at 37 right now. So could see some aggressive base running. They'll put 3 defenders on the pull side for Noda, who bats left. Pitch is swung out, fouled off. First pitch changeup from Daniel. Not a very big lead from Avens. Probably gauging to see what he can do here against Daniel. Now Kasser about 2/3 of the way towards first in the back of the infield. Alamaki a good 35 feet from second on the right side. Here's the 0-1. Missed high to Noda. Grounded out his first time up. Ryan Noda on base, even with that ground down the first in 19 of his last 35 plate appearances. 1-1 strike to Noda. Target down from Mulroy. Now a step and throw to first. And Avens in safely. So Daniel, as we mentioned, through 7 1/3 scoreless innings his last time out. Wins PCL Pitcher of the Week for the second time here in the month of September. Retired 22 of 24 overall. Pitches a little bit high. Retired 21 of 22 through his first 7 innings. With 1 out in the second, he allowed a single to Ford Proctor of Sacramento, then retired 17 straight until Proctor got another base hit leading off the 7th. 2-1 is inside. So Ford Proctor was 2 for 3. The rest of the Sacramento River Cats were 0 for 21. He did not walk a batter. And no at-bats with men in scoring position. Induced 11 groundouts. Breaking pitch is fouled back. Now a full count to Noda with a runner at first and 1 down. A 1-0 Dodgers lead. Dodgers did face Daniel once earlier this year on August the 2nd, an abbreviated outing. As time is called, Daniel basically in the month of July did not appear in a game. He was with the Los Angeles Angels a lot, either on their active roster but didn't pitch, or on their taxi squad. So he had to be built back up when the Dodgers faced him back in early August. It's still 3-2 to Noda. Here's the pitch. There goes Avens. Pitches down for ball 4. Now Noda draws his league-leading 90th walk of the year. 2 men on for Michael Busch. So those 3 innings against the Dodgers on August the 2nd allowed 2 runs and 2 hits. one of which was a 2-run homer by Tomas Tellez. He walked one, struck out 3. Ended up the losing pitchers. The Dodgers won that game 2-1. Bush doubled his first time up, batting left. Fastball, a little bit low, ball 1. 2-1 with 1 out in the third. Dodgers have a 1-0 lead. Now, after that game the next day, talking with hitting coach Manny Burris, boy, he was singing the praises of Davis Daniel, especially his fastball. 1-0, misses low with a changeup. And Mulrine asks for time. He goes out to talk with Daniel. You know, it's not the hardest fastball. It's constantly around 92, 93 miles an hour. But Manny's saying the way it gets on hitters and the movement it has on it, he felt it's as good as anyone's in the league. Daniel was a 7th-round pick of the Angels in 2019. Draft stock took a hit that year as he had to have Tommy John surgery after just 1 game that season at Auburn. 2-0 pitch. Swings and misses through a breaking ball up in the zone. Avens at second. First at bat in the, second at bat in the last 2 starts for Daniel with a man in scoring position. 2-1 to Bush. He'll swing and hit a high fly. Left field. Thomas coming over towards the line and cannot make the catch. It's a fair ball. So Avens now rounding third. Thomas still has not thrown the ball in. I think they're saying the ball got out of play. Bush is still running to third. Now that's part of the field that is obstructed from our view here in the press box. So Thomas came over, did not make the catch. We saw the umpire signal fair ball. It looked like he overran it. We don't get a great look on a replay here because the netting blocks it. Now, whether the ball stayed in play or out of play, I don't know. Umpires are now discussing things left of the mound. At the moment, it appears to be an RBI double. But Jacob Metz, Jose Matamoros, Justin Robinson still talking things over. Again, unfortunately, just could not a clear look at it. So it is a ground rule double. Going to be a ground rule double. I guess the ball did get out of play. And Lou Marson now talking things over ever briefly. So it is a RBI double for Bush, his second double of the game. It's now a 2-0 Dodgers lead. Avens scores and noted a third. Rios 0 for 1 of the strikeout. Infield will play in with Palomaki and Mayfield on the left side at the grass. Right side infielders, couple steps or 1 step behind the baseline. Pitch to Rios, fouled straight back, 0-1. Well, we saw Salt Lake earlier in this game have a runner third and none out, not scored. Dodgers have runners at second and third with 1 out. And they have been, inconsistent in these situations. Rios, though, usually one of the more dependable guys to get a run in. Pitch is low. It's a ball and a strike. Dodgers trying to add to a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the third inning. Now Michael Bush in the first 2 innings tonight has already equaled his hit total from the entire El Paso series. 1-1. Swings and hits it out of play back to left of the plate. Even though Bush had been quiet of late, guy you don't bet against, as we've learned throughout the year. It'll only be a matter of time before he gets going in the right direction. Ahead of Rios at 1-2. Daniel with a pitch. Breaking ball is hit in the air to right field. Martinez, we saw he's got a good arm in Salt Lake, comes in, makes the catch. Here comes Nona. Here comes the throw. On a bounce, the tag. That is in time. Now that'll end the inning. As we said, we saw Martinez had a really good arm when the teams played in Salt Lake. And Nona thrown out at home. He can't believe it. So maybe he thought the tag was missed. We're going to get a look at the replay now. The hand might have got on there before. That angle is inconclusive. But it is going to be scored a double play. Let's take another look here from behind the plate. One bounce into the glove of Mulrine. Boy, it is bang bang. There's just nothing conclusive that we have seen. So it'll be a double play to end the inning. Dodgers get 1 run on 2 hits with a man left on base. We go to the 4th. Dodgers lead at 2-0. There's OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports. 2-0 Dodgers as we start the 4th inning. First pitch to Jack Mayfield. Checks a swing. Taps to the right side. It's scooped up by Nona, who will go to the base, step on it. 1 pitch and 1 out. So Gavin Stone has gotten the last 4 outs on 8 pitches. Reminiscent of what he did in El Paso. Just 58 pitches in 6 innings, in which he had 3 separate innings with 8 or fewer pitches. 5 of 6 on 12 or less. Now, didn't have quite that efficiency in his first 2 innings tonight, total of 31 pitches. First pitch to Dylan Thomas is called for strike 1. Thomas 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Estevez will play him up the middle. Push a few steps in a right. Pitch missed high and outside. It's 1-1. Dylan Thomas also 8 games with the Angels this season. He was with the Angels, claimed off waivers by Houston at one point, then back to the Angels organization. 1-1 to Thomas. A fastball down in the zone. 29-year-old from Houston made his major league debut last year with the Mariners. Man now to the right is second. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's Stone's pitch. Fastball high and in. Got Thomas swinging on a changeup last time. See if they try and do the same thing. Now first went up and in with a fastball. Looks like Fiducia is calling for the change here. Here's the pitch from Stone. It missed low and now a full count. Thomas 4-12 with a double against the Dodgers when they played each other in August. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch from Stone. Started his swing at a breaking ball and unable to hold it. Oh boy, Dodgers might have gotten a break there. The third base umpire, Justin Robinson, said he went. At first look in real time, thought he held. It'll go down as the 5th strikeout for Stone. Brings up Monte Harrison. Been the only base runner for Salt Lake early in this game. Down 2-0. Tripled off the right field wall his first time up, but stranded at third. Pitches on the outer edge of the zone for strike 1. Last inning began to talk about Gavin Stone this weekend in Los Angeles to receive his Pitcher of the Year award. Here's the 0-1. A breaking ball hit deep but foul off to the right side. Well, guess what game that turned out to be? The game where Albert Pujols hit both career home runs, 699 and 700. Now Gavin came straight back to Oklahoma City from LA, so haven't seen him since and got to ask him about being at that game. But how about the way the timing worked out for that? 0-2 to Harrison. Next pitch on the way home. Breaking ball swung on a miss for strike 3. That will end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Stone. He's got 6 strikeouts. We have the bottom of the 4th. Dodgers ahead 2-0. There's OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Bottom of the fourth inning, James Outman leads off. First pitch from Daniel down and in for ball one. Outman a home run his first time up. Kasser plays into shallow right in the shift. Swings and misses to a changeup. It's 1-1. No ball and 2 strikes. Guess we weren't back from break when the first pitch was thrown. So 1-2 to Outman. Yeah, it fouled off the first one. So here's the 1-2. Swings and hits a fly ball right side again. Going to land for a base hit. Outman racing for second. Here's Martinez. His throw is not in time. Now it skips past second, but picked up by Mayfield on the left side of the infield. It's a pair of 2-strike extra base hits for James Outman so far tonight. He leads off the fourth with a double. Dodgers with 4 of their 5 hits for extra bases so far, when they had 9 of 18 hits yesterday go for extra bases. Brings up Jason Martin. Sharp ground out to first base his first time up. As Gatewood plays him back and almost on the line. Pitches a breaking ball missing in. Boy, you do not see usually defensive alignment like that by a corner infielder unless they're playing no doubles defense in the 9th inning. But they played him right the first time. 1-0. That'll miss high and outside. Salt Lake, even I think a bit more extreme with their shifts than Oklahoma City. Now Kasser into shallow right, Palomaki to the right is second. 2-0 Dodgers in the fourth. Pitch to Martin, swung out of miss through a fastball. Speaking of the shift, during the travel today, read the article by the Athletics' Jason Stark, explaining, well, how much do you think these new rules in Major League Baseball will affect the game? We've seen the first-hand effect of the pitch clock, but not shift restrictions. The pitch is high. The bottom line is, when he's combed through all the data, that the ground ball base hits are not really going to change a whole lot based on the shift restrictions. What does change is the line drives. 3-1, pitch is swung out and popped up out of play behind the plate. It's those line drives that say if Martin were to hit it to Kasser in shallow right, that ends up as an out. Those at the lower levels of the minor leagues, there have been dramatic increases in those kind of balls turned into hits. Now that the shift restrictions in place, again, AA and below, where you have to have 2 infielders on each side of second with both feet on the dirt. As time is called, Daniel wants to step off. Kicks off his spikes behind the mound. A full count to Martin with a runner at second, nobody out. Dodgers have a 2-0 lead in the fourth. Now, time was asked for by Mulrine. So those are the 2 disengagements allowed in this plate appearance. Here's a 3-2. That's low for ball 4. Second walk by Daniel. As we mentioned, in his last 6 starts, 6 walks combined. 2 men aboard with nobody out for Hunter Fiducia. Pitching coach Ira Cuevas out to talk things over with Daniel. Salt Lake trying to win a league ERA title, the likes of which they haven't come close to, and it's not an indictment of their pitching as much as, of course, they're playing half their games in a high elevation environment at home in Salt Lake City. The league leaders in ERA and WHIP. They've also issued the fewest amount of walks. They've also allowed the fewest amount of home runs. They're looking to finish with an ERA under 5 for the first time since 2017. Since being in the PCL, their best finish in the league has been 5th. The first pitch to Fiducia swung out and missed. Fiducia 0 for 1 of the pop out. 3 defenders remaining on the pull side for another left-handed hitter. Pitch from Daniel is inside, missed with a fastball, 1-1. Two 2-0 Dodgers in the 4th inning. One to Fiducia. That'll miss downstairs. I will say, though, that Salt Lake, among the hitter-friendly parks, it is not as hitter-friendly as Albuquerque or Reno, or probably El Paso for that matter. Two and one to Fiducia. Here's the pitch from Daniel. Swings it, pops it up out of play behind the plate. Out to the runner at second and Martin at first. Devin Mann on deck. There's some action in the Salt Lake bullpen. Here's the 2-2. Low and inside. The right-hander warming up is Nash Walters. Home plate umpire Jacob Metz asking for a new batch of baseballs from the bat boy. 2 games remaining after tonight. Final chance to see the Dodgers before we have to wait till March 31st of 2023. 3-2. Swings it. Hits another pop-up left side. It's again Mayfield, the third baseman, right along the line behind the bag. The infield fly is called. He makes the catch. I think just drops it for giggles.
Infield fly.
And that'll be the first down.
Next up, third baseman, number 5, Gavin Mann.
Gavin Mann, the hitter. So tomorrow night, 7:05, and a lot going on tomorrow. Tony Gonsolin gonna start the game on rehab assignment. Only expected to go about 2 innings, but Bobby Miller scheduled to follow him after that. Man batting right. First pitch breaking ball is hit out of play behind the plate. So Gonsolin on rehab, and it is also another Bark at the Park night. We'll finish things out on Wednesday afternoon, 12:05 matinee. Here's the 0-1. Fastball high, so if you're one of those folks that have, you keep thinking, oh man, I keep meaning to go to a game this year, well, now's the chance. No time like the present. 1 ball in it. 1 strike to man. 3 defenders on the left side of the infield. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung out of miss for strike 2. Dodgers have had a good home record all year, but they've lost their last 3 home openers. They lead this one 2-0 in the 4th. 2 on with 1 out. 1-2 to man. Pitch is swung out and hit in the air on a play to the right side. Outman still at second, Martin at first. Daniels 1-2. That's a fastball for strike 3. I think Mann was looking for something else, and Daniels strikes him out for the second time tonight. His 5th strikeout. 2 men remain on for Estevez. Estevez 0 for 1 of the strikeout. Over 20 pitches in the inning for Daniel. It's 75 for the game now. Estevez batting right, first pitch. Breaking ball down and away, a small right, slides to his right, stops it with the backhand. So the Dodgers finish with their road games. They finish with a winning road record for the first time since 2018. Finished 39-36 on the road, currently 42-30 at home. Here's the 1-0. Starts his swing at a high fastball. They appeal and didn't go. It's a hitter's count for Estevez at 2-0. Dodgers on this recently completed road trip. Lost the first 2, won the next 5, lost the next 4 before winning yesterday. 2 balls in it. No strikes to Estevez. Pitch from Daniel. Swings and fouls it back. Salt Lake currently sitting tight for third in their division, a division won by Reno. It'll be Reno and El Paso Friday night at Las Vegas Ballpark for the one-game PCL championship. 2 balls and 1 strike to Estevez. The pitch from Daniel. Swings and it's a line drive, center field, but coming over to make the catch is Harrison towards his right. A well-hit ball by Estevez, but ends the inning. Dodgers have 2 on with none out, but don't score. We'll go to the 5th with the Dodgers still ahead 2-0. This is OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Orlando Martinez, Jake Gatewood, Kyle Kasser coming up. Martinez batting left, the pitch from Stone, showing bunt, and will take inside for ball 1.
The bullpen now for Salt Lake is 37. Jake Kalish.
Estevez will shade in the middle, stay right as second. Pitch to Martinez, 1 hopper to Bush, eats him up off his glove and into right field. What I imagine is a base hit, it is. Leadoff man on for the Bees, just their second base runner tonight. Runner aboard for Jake Gatewood. Now warming in the Salt Lake bullpen is left-hander Jake Kalish. Gatewood 0 for 1 of the strikeout. Bush will play towards the middle. First pitch to Gatewood. A fastball down to the zone, strike 1. Well, had Gavin Stone with us on the pregame show a few days ago and learned about going through that odd 2020 draft process. 0-1. Another fastball for a strike. Remember, that was a 5-round draft because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And Stone ended up being what was the second to last pick in the draft. And asked, well, would you have explored non-drafted free agent opportunities had you not been drafted as a throw to first? Because in a normal draft, there's no question he would have been drafted. But he adamantly said no. He said, if I wasn't going to be drafted, I was going back to school. Was 100% committed to going back for his senior year. Pitch is swung on a miss for strike 3. And that'll be his 7th strikeout tonight. And he says things could not have worked out better, being taken by the Dodgers. It certainly manifested itself in this season. A good first full season as a pro last year. A great second season, to say the very least. A throw to first, close, but Martinez in safely. Kyle Kasser at the plate. He grounded out his first time up. It is a 2-0 Dodgers lead in the 5th inning. Pitch to Kasser. Off speed, called for a strike, up in the zone. Kasser, one of the longer at bats of the night. 7 pitches when he grounded out 10 the second. Michael Bush had a long way to go to his left to track down that grounder. 0-1 to Kasser. Here's the pitch from Stone. Swings and misses through a changeup. It's 0-2. Now Devin Mann will move to the right of second base as the Dodgers move around on the 2-strike shift. 2-0 Dodgers in the 5th inning. Stone's 0-2. Swings in it. Fouls off a fastball. Gotta say, Monday night, late September, was not expecting much of a crowd. It's not a sellout, but boy, this is a good-sized crowd considering all the circumstances. Here's the 0-2. Takes the breaking ball low, and it's now a ball and 2 strikes. So definitely hats off and applause to those who have come out here to support the Dodgers in these final 3 games of the season. Ball at 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Stone. Swing and a miss to the changeup. Strikes out Kasser. It's number 8 for Stone. All a bit on swinging 3rd strikes. Anthony Mulrine, the hitter. The 8 strikeouts for Stone, who's most in a game with OKC, is pitched to Mulrine, swung out a miss through a slider for strike 1. Martinez remains at first with 2 down. A 2-0 Dodgers lead in the 5th inning. A 1 from Stone. Takes the changeup low. It's a ball at a strike. Bush shades in the middle for the right-handed hitter. Missed outside, 2-1. Looks like we're going to see left-hander Jake Kalish come in for Salt Lake, guy who's been in their starting rotation for most of the year. 2 balls and a strike to Mulrine, trying to continue this inning for the Bees. Here's the pitch from Stone. He'll miss low and outside, ball 3. Bees at 32-40 on the road this season, lost in 6 of their last 8 games away from Salt Lake City. 3 balls at a strike is Stone behind. Pitch to Mulrine. Swings and misses through a fastball. It's 3-2. Well, got him on a fastball on strike 3 the first time. Got another swing and a miss on a fastball. I think you challenge him with a fastball again here. Runner's going to be off with a full count and 1 out. Here comes the 3-2. It is a fastball. He fouled it off to the right side. Now the Bees can Stone work a bit here. Up to 16 pitches in this inning. Colby Fitch on deck. Imagine Stone will still be a bit limited in his workload tonight. Here's his 3-2. And got a piece of another fastball. Inning start with a single by Martinez. Strikeouts by Gatewood and Kasser to follow. Still 3-2 to Mulrine. Next pitch from Stone. Swing and a miss. Got him on a breaking ball. That would have been ball 4. But it's his 9th strikeout. Each of his last 5 outs the way of the K. No runs, a hit, and a man left. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Dodgers leading 2-0. There's OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Bottom of the 5th inning, a 2-0 Dodgers lead. Bees make a pitching change. Drew Avens, Ryan Noda, Michael Bush coming up. Left-hander Jake Kalish now on the mound for the Bees. Avens batting left. Here's the pitch from Kalish. It's low and outside for ball 1. Kalish making his 23rd appearance. 12th out of the bullpen, 10-2, 2.64 ERA, 81 2/3 innings, 26 runs, 24 earned on 73 hits. His pitch a strike. 70 strikeouts against just 19 walks. Avens 1 for 2, struck out of the first, single and scored in the third. Mayfield a bit in at third, the 1-1. Outside from Kalish for ball 2. Davis Daniel goes 4 innings. He allows 2 runs and 5 hits with 2 walks and 5 strikeouts through 79 pitches, 52 strikes. There's the 2-1. The fastball catches the outer part of the plate for strike 2. Noda and Bush to follow. Kalish had been in the rotation until early July when he got hurt. Missed about 2 months in the bullpen since. 2-2 from Kalish. Breaking ball is poked on the ground, left side, backhanded by Mayfield near the line. He'll just hang on to it as Avens puts the ball in play with 2 strikes and gets an infield single down the third base line. Ryan Noda will be the batter. Now, Dodgers certainly could have scored more than the 2 runs against Daniel, but he holds them 1 for 6 with men in scoring position. Also had an out at the plate. Noda batting left. Grounded out and walked tonight. A step and throw to first, and Avens in standing up safely. Palomaki well to right is second, and Kasser back at the infield, about 2/3 the way towards the first base line. Mayfield back to left of second. There goes Avens. Pitch is taken high. Throw down to second on a bounce and going to be behind the bag, not in time. There's 38 for Avens. It is now the most steals by an Oklahoma City player since 2010. Esteban Herman, 2010, last to have at least 38 in the season. That was part of a 50-steal campaign. Now man at second, and nobody out for Noda. They count it 1-0. Kalish's pitch. There goes Avens again. Pitches inside, and he's going to be... No, he's safe. Oh, boy. Jack Mayfield can't believe it. And here comes Lou Marchand as well. Oh, boy. It looked like from up here in real time he was out. Looking at the replay right now, throw clearly beat him, and yeah, it looked like the tag was on the wrist before it touched the base. Justin Robinson calls him safe. That is a break. Well, Dodgers now have to take advantage of it. Getting another look at the replay on the in-house feed. The catch by Mayfield, putting the tag down, swiping, and unless he missed it, but it looks like he did get the wrist of Avens on the swipe tag before his hand reached the base. Now the infield in, the breaking ball swung out and missed. 2-1 to Noda. Dodgers run out of a 2-0 lead in the 5th inning. Three defenders playing in just behind the baseline on the right side. 2-1. Swings and hits one in the air to right field. Martinez going to have another chance. We'll see if the Dodgers test him. Avens is going to. Here comes the throw, but this one is offline into the left-handed batter's box. And Avens will score standing up on a sac fly by Noda. Now a 3-0 Dodgers lead. Noda's 90th RBI. Well, as we say, it's one thing to get the break, another to take advantage of it, and the Dodgers do. Brings in Michael Bush, who's doubled twice tonight. First pitch swings and misses for strike one through a breaking ball up. Doubles in the first and third for Bush, both opposite way to left field. Drove in a run last time in the third. 0-1 to Bush. Fastball missed inside. Kalish's previous appearance 4 days ago, hitting in 2/3 scoreless against Sacramento, allowed one hit with no walks and a strikeout. Since his return off the injured list, as the pitch swung out and missed, has allowed just 3 runs and 5 hits in 11 1/3 innings. First year in the Angels organization for Kalish. 31-year-old left-hander. Breaking pitch down and away. Outspent his entire career in the Royals organization, and one of his career highlights was at this ballpark in 2017. 2-2 to Bush. Pitch is swung out and fouled off the left side. It was Jake Kalish opposing on the mound was a guy you might have heard of by the name of Clayton Kershaw. The first time Kershaw rehabbed with Oklahoma City in August of 2017. Here's the 2-2. Pitch is fouled down. A jammed pack house here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Over 13,000 tickets were probably sold past the limit they should have. Kershaw pitched well. 5 innings, 1 run, 8 strikeouts. But Kalish pitched better. 7 scoreless innings. As Omaha won that game. Two on the way. Fastball is called for strike 3. Yes, Kershaw on rehab assignment, but not too many people can say I outpitched Clayton Kershaw when I went head-to-head with him. 2 away in the 5th inning. Bases empty for Edwin Rios. Dodgers with a 3-0 lead in the 5th. Fly to that double play in the 3rd, in which Noda was out at the plate. They'll bat for the left side. Pitch from Kalish is called for a strike. Edwin Rios might have to look it up, but I think there's a good chance he also played in that game, as he was with OKC for the back half of that season. Pitch is swung out and lifted into right field. Martinez drifting back, stopping shy of the track, will make the catch down the inning. Dodgers get 1 run on 1 hit with nobody left. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning with the Dodgers now leading 3-0. This OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Top of the 6th inning, a 2-0 Dodgers lead. Gavin Stone at 66 pitches through 5 innings. His first pitch to Colby Fitch. Fastball's a little bit outside. Fitch 0 for 1 with a sharp ground out to first. Here's the 1-0 from Stone. Missed down and away with a changeup. Fitch, Palomaki, Mayfield here in the top of the 6th inning. Gavin Stone trying to complete 6 innings for a second consecutive start. Here's his 2-0 to Fitch. Swings and hits a line drive deep to right field. Outman coming over, going to make the catch on the move. On the track, couple steps from the wall. Got a great jump on that ball. A hard hit ball by Fitch. He's hit the ball hard twice tonight. But Outman coming over slightly leaves his feet to make that catch near the right field corner. One down for Palomaki, who's 0 for 2. Switch hitter batting left. Here's the pitch from Stone. Swings and misses through a fastball, 0-1. A fly out of the first and a ground out in the 3rd. 0-1 from Stone. Swings and flies one out to play the left side, 0-2. Well, we've talked about it quite a bit, just whether it's due to big league needs, whether it's because guys are on workload restrictions. The Dodgers just have not had much starting pitching in terms of actual bodies. The count at 0-2. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses low, so it is refreshing when Gavin Stone works in the 6th inning for a second consecutive start. It seems like every other night, just due to, again, circumstances out of the Dodgers' control, basically turn into bullpen games. The 1-2 swings and misses to the changeup as Gavin Stone has got 10 strikeouts tonight. There's 2 away in the inning for Jack Mayfield. And the bullpen, which has had an undue burden placed upon it lately, has really stepped up. As I've said several times the last few games, the breaking ball is strike. They have pitched better than the numbers might indicate. But Gavin Stone is turning in another good start tonight. Not on in 2 out of the 6th inning. It's 3-0. The 0-1 misses low to Mayfield, who's grounded out twice. There is action in the Dodgers bullpen. It's left-hander Daniel Zamora. 75 pitches for Stone here in what is his final start of 2022. The 1-1 swings and hits a shallow fly, right field. Ottman coming in, not going to be able to get it. That'll be a bloop single with 2 out of the 6th inning. Well, evens out after the hard hit out by Fitch to deep right field. And Dylan Thomas the batter. We'll see if the Dodgers make a change here with a left-handed hitter up and the lefty Zamora throwing. And it does look like that it is going to be Stone's batter. Thomas 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Pitch on the way from Stone. Swings and misses for strike 1. Estevez to the middle. Bush a few steps and a shallow right. The 2-out bloop single continues the inning for Salt Lake. There's the 0-1. Missed low with a changeup. It's a ball and a strike. Stone, the 3rd different Oklahoma City pitcher with a double-digit strikeout game this season, joining Ryan Pepio and Bobby Miller. Here's the 1-1. Swings and misses through a fastball for strike 2. (3-0) Dodgers in the 6th inning. Stone trying to complete 6 ahead of Thomas at a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss through the changeup, number 11, and matches his jersey number. And Gavin Stone with another masterpiece here in 2022. No runs, a hit, and a man left. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers in front, 3-0. As OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Bottom of the 6th inning, Dodgers with a 3-0 lead as the first pitch to James Outman, a strike. And you figure Gavin Stone not only finished for tonight, but finished for 2022 and one away to end it. As the pitch up in the zone for strike 2 to Outman, who's 2 for 2, a home run in the 2nd and a double in the 4th. And a great catch made in the top of this inning. 3 defenders on the pull side. Kalish ahead at 0-2. Here's the pitch to Outman. Swings through a high fastball for strike 3. Second strikeout for Kalish. First pitch to Jason Martin. A fastball for a strike. Martin a ground down to the 2nd and a walk in the 4th. Now the rehabbing Victor Gonzalez loosening the Dodgers bullpen. Kasser into shallow right. The pitch is downstairs. And Palomaki to the right is second. Dodgers with 1 run each in the second, third, and fifth. 1-1 is called for a strike with a fastball in the outer part of the plate. Bear Club Los Angeles Dodgers off tonight. Breaking ball is fouled down. They've got 9 games remaining in their season. 3 in San Diego beginning tomorrow. And then 6 at home against Colorado. A 6-game series, minor league-esque. Of course, some schedule adjustments were needed after the delayed start to the season because of the lockout. The 1-2 pitch. Swung out and tomahawked into right center field. It is going to be down for a base hit. Played on the bounce by Martinez. Spins and fires it a second. He's going to keep Martin to a single. Good job by Martinez to cut that ball off. We have seen his arm on full display tonight. Now runner aboard for Hunter Fiducia. Fiducia batting left. First pitch swings, flare, foul ground. Mayfield racing over, slides off the tip of his glove. Great effort by Mayfield, but could not snag it. It'll be 0-1 to Fiducia, who's popped out to Mayfield twice. On to Fiducia. Is called for a belt-high strike. Three 0 Dodgers of the 6th inning. Kalish here in his second inning work for Salt Lake. Here's the 0-2. Swings and hits one in the air to shallow center. Middle infielders are back. It's going to be Palomaki calling for it, making the catch above his right shoulder. Martin remains at first with 2 down for Devin Mail. Man is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch to Mann is low and away for ball 1. Down swinging in the second, called out on strikes in the 4th. Three defenders on the pull side of the infield. Huge gap on the right side with Gatewood holding the runner on at first. Here's the 1-0. They'll take it low and inside for ball 2. Like Victor Gonzalez will have the 7th with the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Harrison, Martinez, and Gatewood coming up. 2-0 pitch. Hit pretty well. Deep left field. Thomas at the wall. Into the Budweiser deck and gone. Devin Mann's 5th home run with Oklahoma City. 16th overall of the season. Dodgers 2nd tonight. And they now lead at 5-0 in the 6th inning. Ball that's sat down the middle of the plate, and Devin Mann deposits it into the Budweiser deck. Omar Estevez at the plate. Estevez will swing, hit a one-hopper out of the range of Palomaki, backing up towards his arm side. It'll be a base hit for Estevez. 3rd hit of the inning. So the Dodgers with home runs now in 11 of their last 12 games. 28 home runs in that time, 33 in their last 14. Most among the teams still playing, which again is down to AAA, at least in terms of the regular season. Avens batting from the left side. First pitch swings, a liner back to Kalish, reaches out to his glove snide and snags it above the ground. Now Kalish makes the play to end the inning. Dodgers get 2 runs on 3 hits. The Evan Mann home run has them in front 5-0 as we'll go to the 7th as OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Top of the 7th inning, Dodgers have a 5-0 lead. 5 runs, 9 hits. No errors for the Dodgers, no runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Salt Lake. New pitcher is left-hander Victor Gonzalez as he continues his rehab assignment. Takes over for Gavin Stone. One away to end a brilliant 2022 campaign for the 23-year-old from Lake City, Arkansas. Gonzalez to face Harrison, Martinez, and Gatewood. Harrison 1 for 2 with a triple and a strikeout. Gonzalez out of the stretch with nobody on. His pitch on the way. It's outside for ball 1. Victor Gonzalez in games with Oklahoma City has made 11 appearances. He's 1-0. A 3.38 ERA, 10 2/3 innings, 4 runs, 10 hits, 5 walks, and 9 strikeouts. 1-0 to Harrison. This down and inside for ball 2. Victor Gonzalez, since having that minor setback and restarting his rehab assignment, making his 4th appearance. This is low and inside, ball 3. Now, since his return, 3 innings, no runs, 2 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts, but he's behind Harrison, 3-0 to start the 7th. Here comes the 3-0. Swinging and taps it back towards Gonzalez. Off the mound, has it, sets and throws to first. And Harrison bails out the Dodgers there. Down by 5 in the 7th inning, swinging 3-0, and it's a tapper back to Gonzalez. One away for Orlando Martinez. Gavin Stone, 6 scoreless innings, 3 hits, no walks, 11 strikeouts. The pitch to Martinez, a fastball for a strike. He threw 80 pitches, 54 strikes. Retires 18 of 21 faced overall. Only had 1 man in a scoring position. 0-1 to Martinez. This is down and outside. Misspoke earlier. It's the 4th double-digit strikeout game by Dodger pitcher this year. One ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses for strike 2. 5th game of the season for Stone with 11 or more punch-outs. All 11 tonight on swinging 3rd strikes. Here's the 1-2. Down in the zone, called for strike 3. Now 12 strikeouts from the pitching staff, 2 away in the 7th inning. They lead 5-0. Brings up Jake Gatewood, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Gatewood batting from the right side. First pitch. Swings and grounds one to the left. It's picked up by Mann. He'll throw to first. Caught by Note in foul territory, but with his foot on the bag, and that'll end a 1-2-3 inning for Gonzalez. We'll head to the 7th inning stretch and sing Oklahoma. Dodgers 5, Bees nothing. This is OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Bottom of the 7th inning, a 5-0 Dodgers lead. First pitch to Noda, swinging a broken bat grounder to the right side. Gatewood picks it up, now races to first and gets there a beat ahead of Noda. Majority of the bat ends up to the back right side of the infield, picked up by the shortstop Palomaki. Base is empty for Michael Busch. 5-0 Dodgers. Busch with 2 doubles tonight and an RBI. Busch batting left. First pitch is called for a strike.
Back up in the OKC bullpen is 34, Daniels.
Doubles in the first and third and a strikeout of the 5th. Oh, 1 to Busch. That'll be taken high. It's a ball and a strike. Kasser in a shallow right in the shift. Palomaki to the right is second. Mayfield to the left is second. Kalish with the 1-1. Swinging a grounder right side. Palomaki a couple of steps to his left. Will field and throw to first. First 2 men retired on groundouts to start the bottom of the 7th inning. Daniel Zamora back up in the Dodgers bullpen. Edwin Rios batting from the left side of the plate. First pitch. Swings in. Sends it foul straight down. Clipped his lower body. Rios 0 for 3 tonight. Here's the 0-1. Swings and misses through a low fastball. Strikeout on the first, flied into a double play in the third, and flied out in the 5th. Kasser about 15-20 feet into shallow right as Kalish ahead 0-2. The next pitch to Rios. Swings and popped him up. It is the catcher Mulrine calling everyone off by the Dodgers dugout. Steps and will make the catch. Dodgers are down in order for the first time tonight. We'll go to the 8th inning with the Dodgers in front 5-0. This is OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Top of the 8th inning, a 5-0 Dodgers lead. New pitcher for OKC is Daniel Zamora. Kasser, Mulrine, and Fitch coming up. Kasser is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Zamora's 51st appearance is fastball for strike 1. 4-2, 3 saves, and a 3.75 ERA. 62 and a third innings pitched, 35 runs, 26 earned on 54 hits. Next pitch on the way to Kasser, down and away. 69 strikeouts, 27 walks. Kasser ground out to second in the second, struck out of the 5th. Here's the 1-0. Swings and hits a line drive into center field for a base hit. Leadoff man on for the 3rd time tonight. Victor Gonzalez pitched a 1-2-3 7th. Ground out, strikeout, ground out. He threw 9 pitches, 5 strikes. Mulrine, the hitter, batting right. First pitch swings and misses, strike 1. Mulrine 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Bush will play towards the middle, stay right as second. Stevens halfway between second and third on the left side. Owen Mulrine missed inside. It's a ball and a strike. Elsewhere in the PCL tonight, Round Rock has a 6-3 lead in the seventh against Sugar Land. They're in the middle of a 5-run, bottom of the seventh inning. There's the 1-1. Swings and misses to a back foot breaking ball. Albuquerque's got a 6-1 lead on El Paso after 5 innings. Albuquerque put up 5 runs in the bottom of the third. 1-2. Lands the breaking ball, the outside part of the plate for strike 3. 13 strikeouts for the Dodgers pitching staff. Runner on with 1 out for Colby Fitch. He's 0 for 2, but 2 hard hit outs. A sharp ground out to first base in the third, and a sharp fly out towards the right field corner in the sixth, and a good running grab by Outman. Fitch batting left. First pitch from Zamora. Swings and misses to a fastball for strike 1. A 5-0 Dodgers lead at the top of the 8th inning. Oh, 1. A fastball outside. Estevez will shade towards the middle, back to left to second. Bush halfway between first and second. Breaking ball to Fitch, called for strike 2. Right-hander Nash Walters back up and throwing in the Salt Lake bullpen. Reno and Tacoma to scoreless 4th inning. Reno utility man Camden Duzenak is attempting as the pitch swung out and missed for strike 3, attempting 9 positions in 9 innings tonight. He started the game at catcher. I know that much. Runner remains on for Jake Palamaki. Pitch on the way to Palamaki, a switch hitter batting right, called for a strike. So the last update from Reno on their Twitter account, he caught the first inning, played first base in the second inning. We'll open up the box score here in a little bit. Here's the 0-1 to Palamaki. Swings and it's a fly ball, shallow left field over the head of Estevez. It'll be a base hit. 2 men now on for Jack Mayfield. He's trying to come back here with 2 out of the 8th inning, down 5-0. Mayfield, 2 ground outs and a single. He'll bat from the right side of the plate. Pitch to Mayfield. They'll take a breaking ball for a strike. So Duzenak's night so far is he caught the first inning, first base of the second inning, third base in the third inning, shortstop in the 4th inning. Reno's just taken a 3-0 lead. 0-1. Breaking balls outside. Now, before Andy Burns got hurt, unfortunately, on Saturday night, there were some thoughts being pondered that he would try that in the final game of the regular season. Now, if it did not impact the division race, which would have ended up being the case, but unfortunately, again, he got hurt. 1-1, swings and fouls it back. Right-hander Nick Robertson throwing in the Dodgers bullpen. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mayfield. 2 men on with 2 out here in the 8th inning. The pitch. Able to lay off the high fastball and make the count even. Dylan Thomas on deck. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count. Here's Zamora's pitch. Swings and loops it foul off the left side. Zamora's last outing Thursday night. Scoreless inning. No hits, a walk, and no strikeouts. Inning start with a single by Kasser. Mulrine and Fitch struck out before a single by Palomaki. Now 2-2 to Mayfield. Next pitch from Zamora. Swings and grounds it left side in the hole. Estevez has it and has no play. Man was playing towards the line, so it's an infield single, and now the base is loaded. Well, the Bees threatening here in the 8th inning. They've collected 3 hits in the inning after having 3 hits through 7. Dylan Thomas, the hitter. Struck out 3 times against Stone. Estevez will play to the middle. First pitch to Thomas. It's on the inner part of the plate for strike 1. Now Kasser at third, Palomaki at second, Mayfield at first. Mayfield becomes the first Bees hitter with a multi-hit game tonight. Here's the 0-1. A little outside, it's a ball and a strike. Things starting to tense up here in the 8th inning. Bases loaded, 2 out. Dodgers leading 5-0. One from Zamora. Swings and lines it foul off the left side. It's 1-2. Two pitches in the inning thus far for Zamora. Ahead of Thomas at a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Zamora. Fastball missed outside, 2-2. Monte Harrison on deck. Two and 2 to Thomas. Zamora coming set. Here's his pitch. Swings and fouls it back. Still remains 2-2 to the Bees left fielder. Zamora settles back on the pitching rubber. Looking in to get the side from Fiducia. Count at 2-2. His pitch to Thomas. Swinging a grounder left side. Estevez cannot handle it. He was playing to the middle, had to go to his left. A run is going to score. The bases stay loaded, and Monte Harrison now the tying run at the plate. An inside-out swing, and he grounds it to the left side. Estevez, again, was towards the middle. Had to come over towards his right and could not handle the ball cleanly. We are waiting an official ruling on the play. But regardless, a run is in. And now the tying run at the plate with 2 out of the 8th inning. It will be scored a base hit, so 3 straight singles with 2 out. Now makes it 5-1. And the tying run of the plate will step aside for the pitching change. Top of the 8th inning, it was a 5-0 game with a runner at first and 2 out, but 3 straight singles, including the last 2 of which ground ball singles to the left side, have scored a run kept the bases loaded. And the tying run in Monte Harrison at the plate. Nick Robertson, the batter. Nick Robertson, the new pitcher, his 8th appearance with Oklahoma City, 9 1/3 innings. 4 runs, 3 earned on 10 hits with 11 strikeouts, 3 walks. Harrison batting right the first pitch. High for ball 1. Alamaki at third, Mayfield at second, and Thomas at first. Dodgers cannot seem to get the final out of the inning. 1 ball and no strikes to Harrison. Here's the pitch from Robertson. That's a high strike, and it's 1-1. Robertson last pitch Saturday night with a scoreless inning. Allowed 1 hit and had 1 strikeout. 1 ball and 1 strike to Harrison. Here's the pitch from Robertson. Breaking ball was a foul tip, and it just barely grazed the bat of Harrison. And Harrison a little bit dumbfounded on that call. Looking back at the home plate umpire. Now 1-2. And wanted to make sure that he was getting a fresh pitch clock as well. A ball in at 2 strikes the count. Bases loaded, 2 away. Tying run of the plate in the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses for strike 3. Now Robertson with a fastball puts out the fire here in the 8th. 1 run, 4 hits, and 3 left for the Bees. Dodgers leading 5-1 heading to the bottom of the 8th inning. This is OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Bottom of the 8th inning, Dodgers leading 5-1. James Outman will lead off against new pitcher, right-hander Nash Walters. Walters with his 6th appearance with Salt Lake. His first pitch to Outman is a breaking ball for a strike. Outman is 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Full shift on for the left-handed hitter. Pitch from Walters down and away for ball 1. Homered in the 2nd, doubled in the 4th, and struck out of the 6th. Bees score 1, but Nick Robertson gets a strikeout to leave the bases loaded in the top of this inning. Breaking ball is swung out and missed. That'll be strike 2 to Outman. Jake Kalish went 3 innings. Allows 3 runs and 4 hits. Did not walk a batter and had 2 strikeouts. Pitch from Walters high, 2-2. Walters out of the stretch, none on. Breaking pitch is fouled off to the right side. Walters acquired in a trade with Milwaukee on September the 4th. 2-2 is hit foul back towards the screen. Last appearance for Walters 5 days ago when third of an inning, charged with 3 runs and 3 hits. He has been scored upon in 3 straight outings. Two. Breaking ball swung out and miss for strike 3. 1 away in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jason Martin, the batter. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Las Vegas leads in Sacramento 2-0 in the 3rd. Martin batting left. The pitch from Walters. Swing and a miss to a back foot breaking ball. 5-1 the score here in Oklahoma City. Game 1 of 3 to finish out the 2022 season. Again tomorrow night, 7:05 first pitch. The gates at 6. A lot going on. $2 Tuesday. Also a Bark at the Park night. Pitch is swung out and hit out of play on the left side. Now to get the special Bark at the Park tickets, you'll need to go to OKCDodgers.com. Make sure your four-legged friend is covered. A Dodgers dog bandana giveaway to the first 300 pups through the gates. 0-2 to Martin. Fastball is high. And the $2 drink specials begin as soon as the gates open at 6. Select draft beers for $2. Select Coupe Ale Works draft for $3. And soft drinks and bottled water for $2 as well. 1-2. Down and inside. Tony Gonsolin scheduled to pitch on rehab assignment. He'll start the game. Bobby Miller scheduled to follow him. The 2-2 on the way. Swings and hits it out of play behind the plate. Left-hander Adam Seminaris set to start for the Bees. Next pitch. Swings and grounds it right side. Palomaki is over towards his left to field and throw to first. That'll be in time for the second out. Hunter Fiducia coming up.
Here comes pitcher number 26, Hunter Fiducia.
Fiducia 0 for 3, 3 pop outs. First pitch to Fiducia is going to be strike one. Pop outs to third in the second and fourth, and again to short in the sixth. Pitch on the way to Fiducia. They'll be taken for strike two. Top of the ninth inning for the Bees. They'll have Martinez, Gatewood, and Kasser due up. As Robertson at least going to start the inning. Will be required to face at least the first two batters. 0-2 to Fiducia. Swings and misses, and it's picked up by Mulrine quickly and tags out Fiducia and the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Walters with a pair of strikeouts. We go to the ninth with the Dodgers in front 5-1. Top of the ninth inning, Dodgers have a 5-1 lead. Leading off for the Bees is Orlando Martinez. He's 1 for 3. Martinez batting left. The pitch is high for ball one. Next pitch from Robertson. Almost high again, so Daniel Zamora goes 2/3 of an inning. Did have a little bit of tough luck there. 1 run and 4 hits with no walks and 2 strikeouts. Here's the 2-0. Checks his swing, taps it foul off to the left side. Martinez with a strikeout of the second, single to the fifth. He struck out in the seventh. He pops up here behind second. Estevez makes a two-headed catch for the first out. One away in the ninth inning, a 5-1 Dodgers lead. Jake Gatewood, the hitter. Gatewood bats from the right side, 0 for 3 tonight. Pitch from Robertson up in the zone to the 6'4" Gatewood. Nothing in one with Bush, the second baseman, the left is second. Pitch swung out and missed. It's 0-2. 5-1 Dodgers in the top of the ninth inning, trying to start the 3-game set with a victory. Gatewood asked for time before the next pitch delivered home. Pitch from Robertson. They'll take it high for ball one. Here's the 1-2. This is down and outside with a breaking ball. Kyle Kasser on deck. None on, one out for the Bees here in the top of the ninth inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gatewood. Pitch from Robertson. Looked like he might have swung, but he didn't, as the fastball missed high. Able to just hold it, and now it's a full count after his 0-2. Three-two from Robertson, and that got the outside part of the zone for strike 3. A little bit of a deliberate call there by Jacob Betts to ring him up. 2 down in the ninth inning. Robertson's second strikeout. 16 strikeouts by the Dodgers pitching staff tonight. Headlined by the 11 from Gavin Stone. Kasser batting left. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, ball 1. Kasser with a ground out of the second, struck out of the fifth, singled and scored in the 8th inning. Robertson's 1-0. Swings and hits it out of play off to the left side. 5-1 Dodgers, 2 away in the 9th inning. One. This is high. The 16 strikeouts have tied the Dodgers season high from the pitching staff. 3rd time they've done it. Last was August 17th in Sugar Land. Here's the 2-1. Check his swing, and no, he didn't. As he went, and now it's 2-2 with 2 away in the 9th inning. Kasser asking for time. Mulride on deck. 5-1 Dodgers. Two. Swings and fouls it out of play off to the left side, off the netting. Dodgers scored 1 in the 2nd on a James Outman home run, added 1 in the 3rd on a Michael Busch double. 1 in the 5th, 2-run homer by Mann in the 6th. 2-2. Breaking ball is called for strike 3 to end the game. The 17th strikeout, a new season high for the Dodgers pitching staff. And the pitching staff was dominant tonight in a 5-1 victory over Salt Lake. So the Dodgers winning back-to-back games. They get their 82nd win of the season and open up the final series of the year with a 5-1 victory. When we come back, we start the Dodgers post-game report. This OKC Dodgers Radio presented by H&H Shooting Sports.